Psalmcasters, it is time for Psalm 20. We'll go ahead and get into it. A Psalm of David, yet again. May the Lord answer you when you are in distress. May the name of God of Jacob protect you. May God send you help from the sanctuary and grant you support from Zion. May God remember all your sacrifices and accept your burnt offerings. May God give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. We will shout for joy when you are victorious and lift up our banners in the name of our God. Now I know that the Lord saves the anointed. God answers the anointed from God's holy heaven with the saving power of God's right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. They are brought to their knees and fall, but we rise up and stand firm. O Lord, save the King. Answer us when we call. A little note about the structure of Psalms. The first 2-3 books are really focused on David and on his struggles and on his life experiences, many of which are about times of distress and about being hunted down by his enemies, and he's really in the space of calling for victory. But you know what? A lot of us are looking for that kind of help. We're looking for some kind of divine assistance in whatever our endeavors are. Hopefully they're not in battle most of the time, but they are many circumstances where we just want a little help. Now, there's a little bit of tit for tat in this psalm. May God remember your sacrifices, remember your burnt offerings and all of that. But I think what I want to kind of recall for us is that those acts of making sacrifices, of offering the great and holy barbecue, were really acts that were designed to help people focus their attention on God. And we have very different rituals. Most of our rituals have to do with going to church, and since we can't be in our buildings at this time, it's hard to keep God at the center. We don't have that physical location. If we don't already have a practice of reading scripture or reading contemplative writings or something, it can be tough to keep God at the center. There's a real need, a real desire for having those kinds of places and spaces and habits that can help us keep God centrally situated. And if we don't win whatever the battle is, if we don't achieve the victory in the way we want, it doesn't mean that God's abandoned us or forgotten us. That would be a real misreading of our relationship with God. It just means that there is yet another way for God's glory to be revealed. And it's our faithfulness and our practices that will help get us there. A couple of thoughts for you about Psalm 20. Let's have a prayer. Holy God, help keep us faithful in our practices so that we can center our lives on you. That's the Psalmcast for Psalm 20. Be blessed, be a blessing.